Hello my friends, Corrine here from Corrine's Crafts. I hope you are well. I have another Christmas project to share with you. This one, if I tell you the brief was clean and simple Christmas, maybe I didn't hit the brief, but oh my, look at it twinkle. What we have done, and I'll try and get it to show you, is I have done letterpressing for the background, but I have heat embossed that letterpressing. Oh my goodness me. When you see this up close and personal, it's absolutely amazing. I am loving it. Then I just decorated it with some silver and white. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hopefully the picture I get you at the end will look even better. I hope you enjoy this one. I'm going to go straight to the video now and show you how it's done. I am going to show you a technique which is an adaptation of something I once did before. We're going to take it to the next step, and we're going to do a bit of letterpressing with our embossing folder onto some card, but we're then going to heat emboss that to give us a really, really amazing look. Now, this project started off that I was adamant I was going to be doing a clean and simple card, but I then couldn't quite keep it to clean and simple, so I had to add a little bit more. So what I've got to start with is a piece of white card, just any regular multi-purpose white card, 5.5 inches square, and an embossing folder. Any embossing folder that you've got, 2D, 3D, 2D and one that cuts, a cut and emboss, whatever you want, it really doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my card down on the work surface, and then I'm going to put my embossing folder over the top. Now I will fess up now and tell you why this has got a little bit of ink on it already. It's because I've just nearly filmed half this tutorial and realised I'd forgotten to turn on my camera. There you go. So we're trying again, and hopefully keep looking, my camera is on. Right, now I'm taking some of my little mini blending brushes, or eyelash brushes as they really are, and I'm really working that ink into all the grooves. Now you say, but Corrine, it's going everywhere, it's going way beyond where you wanted to. But don't worry, I saw a really clever technique that helps you to clean up your embossing folders when you're doing letterpressing, so that you don't have to worry about the ink on the flat bit. All I want is the ink in the divot. Now if you can just do it, if I'm careful, I can get it quite close to not being all over, but don't worry about it, I'll show you a technique. Right, I'm going to just stop talking now, and I'm just going to carry on filling the grooves. So this is on the downside of your embossing folder, so it's going to create an emboss when we put it over. I'm just going to stop talking, speed up the film so you can see exactly what I do a little bit faster. And there we go. Now, putting that white card underneath has a two-fold effect. One, it lets me see the detail, but secondly, it lets me see how much area I need to cover. Now, I'm just getting a wipe. You can get a piece of cloth or whatever you wanted. And I've just found a sponge block. I was looking for a stamping block, the right size. Couldn't find one. This is just a foam block, but as long as it's fairly firm, you can see, that will do. And all I'm going to do is wrap the cloth round, keep it fairly tight. Keep it nice and tight. There we go. Just tighten it up. And then I'm just going to run it over the top. And you'll see it's lifted the ink from off the flat bit, and it's still in the depressed area. If you find any bits where you think you've just gone a little bit too far, you can just put a little bit back in, and we can always just try to make sure we just add in that, just make sure we wipe those bits separately. So yeah, just pop it like that. If you think you've taken a little bit, there we go, just like that. And how can you see on there, look, it's just in the down, and it's taken most of, if not all, but most of the ink off the flat. So acting quite quickly, I'm going to just get this piece of white card. I'm just going to pat it with an anti-static bag. Now make sure, I've just got to flip it over now because I need to make sure that the bit I've just done the anti-static goes down onto the ink. I'm going to press it down. Now normally I don't do it this way. Normally I put my paper on the clean side, but I needed to make sure it was in the area. And I'm going to pop it down there. Now I'm just going to hold that nice and tight. Now it's a 2D embossing folder, so we just need 2 plates. Now I know this embossing folder is a lot bigger than these plates, but these are my, it's going to go in that way. So long as the part of the embossing folder that's got the white card inside it is within the plate, that's fine. I don't need to emboss there. I don't need to pop this bit through my die cutting machine. I only need that bit. I'm just going to run it through. As I said, all I needed to do was make sure that the card was embossed. I don't need to emboss empty folders. Let's turn it over. And then when I lift this up, look at that. Now it's sort of, it's almost got an antique look. Oh, just to say, I would just give that a spray and then a wipe and that'll come off. It's almost got an antique look, which is absolutely perfect for the effect we're going to do. Doing that, so we're going to work fairly quickly. Sprinkle over your embossing powder. And remember, we use the anti-static bag, so hopefully the powder will only stick where there's ink. And then we've got that, and you can see the ink has gone a little bit dull and misty. So let's just lift that up, and then I'm going to heat emboss it. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to bring my heat gun in. I'm going to warm up my heat gun. I'm going to actually warm up my heat gun on here. So I'm just going to heat across here. I won't talk while I'm doing it, so it means I can speed it up a bit. But all I need to do is make sure all of this embossing powder is converted. Okay, I'll see you on the other side, but I'll show you what happens. And there you go. I went around a couple of times because I wanted to make sure it really works. So what I have got is I've got this emboss with this colour on, quite vintage look, because that's what I want. Like I say, I was starting off as a clean and simple, but I've also got, can you see the shimmer? See how it's shining from the emboss? Don't worry if you've got a few little smudges there where you smudge it. It really doesn't matter. It's about getting that look. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find my card base that I've put together. And all I've done is I've taken a regular pre-bought 6-inch card and I've put on some silver. Now, you'll see in a minute why I've cut out a wreath out of that silver. And I'm just going to pop this on. So we're not into lots of layers. You know, sometimes I can do layer upon layer, mat upon mat upon mat. But I thought for this, we're going, the starting point was clean and simple, but not really carried on with that thought, have I? But I still love what it looks like. So we can put that onto there, that on there. I've just got a cloth. I'm going to hold that down. Just be careful if you're going onto mirror card like I've done there. I've just done it onto some silver mirror. Remember that you will lift the mirror if you use a solvent-based glue. So what you need is your water-based glues for gluing onto your mirror card. And look at that. I just love that. I think that's lovely. I was thinking about putting a strip down the centre, doing all sorts. What I decided to do was, you just saw that wreath. I've cut the wreath out in silver. And I've also cut the wreath out in white. And I thought I would mount them that way round with the silver and then the white on top. Also, I'm just going to keep bringing in bits that I've been cutting because I've really had a good cut. Oh, there it is. I've also cut this little bit of filigree. And I'm actually going to trim that into 2 pieces. There we go, just like that. And then we're going to start adding a few bits and pieces together. So I think we're going to need our 3D glue. So let me put these up. Oh, the other thing I've pre-made is I just stamped Winter Wishes onto a piece of white, trimmed it down and put it onto silver. And that's going to go on the card. That's going to be my sentiment. So I'm going to make sure I've got my card the right way up. I think we need the precision glue press for this, don't you? So we're going to get this out and we're going to put the silver one on first. But don't worry too much. You don't need... Oops, I've got the glue on the wrong side there. Just a few little dabs of glue all over. And again, like I said, I use the silver from in the centre of the mats and layers because no one's going to see it. And I'm just going to pop that. Now, I am going to pop it just off centre. I need to make it enough that it doesn't look like it's wrong. Let's press that down. One of these sorts of cloths is absolutely fantastic. Oh, unless it picks it up like that. No, I need a little bit more. No, I don't. No, that's going to glue down. There we go. Oh, let's put some of these bits on as well before we go any further. So I thought I would put one of those on that side, just to add a little, almost like icicle feel to them. And again, I don't always glue everything right down because I like that look of a little bit of freedom. And then I'm going to pop that one on that side. And these are just little shapes and bits. You could, maybe you've got, you know, whatever little shapes that you've got in your crafty stash. Now, I could have not bothered to cut that up and just gone straight across there. Now I've seen how I've done it, but it's absolutely fine. And then let's do the white one. Let us do the white one. There we go. And again, just, oh, that's the front. I want it on the back. Just a few little bits of glue. Now this glue is you can see from there, it's the tonic glue. It's really, really good. It's not like tacky glue in that it grabs quite as quickly. Once it's caught, it's very, very good, but it actually just takes a minute or a couple of seconds longer than tacky glue. So if you're used to tacky glue, you just have to change the way you do. But actually, I'm thinking that maybe I might fill it up with tacky glue after I've done. So I need to put that one on, and I want it to be not quite in the same place. Okay, I'm just going to come in with my cloth and press it down. Now the reason it's sort of resisting at the moment until it sort of catches is because of the sheen of that heat emboss, but it's absolutely fine. Now I've made some gorgeous poinsettias. I'll show you. These are the dies that I have got out of my stash today so that you can see exactly what I've used. I have used one ivy leaf. Look at that, cut out of metallic silver. Isn't that gorgeous? I've got a flourish. I've got a couple of holly leaves, and these are a Crafter's Companion poinsettia, so it's a different poinsettia than what I've been using. These are the only dies that I'm going to be using. Oh, there was a leaf. I don't know where I put that one. Leaf. And then yeah, so I use, oh, it's gone now, the one for here, and then a leaf. So the leaves ones that I've got are these ones, quite big. I can trim them down, it's not a problem. And I'm going to pop those there. Now I've got to keep reminding myself, I'm going to put my Winter Wishes. I might actually put that on. Do you see how I'm still thinking about these things as I go along. I don't tend to have a total finished project in my head before I start. So let's put that there. 3D glue works brilliantly. So I'm going to pop these on here. So I'm not going to glue them down. So this one, all I did was I cut out the layers just like that. Little bit of shaping from behind and glued them together with a little gem in the centre. And that one's going to go just there. Oh, look at this coming together already. So, but I don't know how close I need these yet. That's the problem. So I'm going to have to put, this is why I like to do things like this with 3D glue rather than hot glue, because I can adjust it. I can pull the leaves out if I need to go further. I can push them in if I need them to come closer. It really works so well. I can put my poinsettia on. I might need to put some stuff underneath it because I've got some silver filigree. Let's lift that up. You see, I can keep moving things and repositioning things. Have I got another one of those? Now, I should have. Yes, I have. I thought I'd cut two. I'm going to pop that one just down here. And again, I might need to pull it out a little bit further. I'm going to come in next. I made the same poinsettia out of vellum. Doesn't that look amazing? Just remember to add that shape and that dimension. All I've done, cut it out, rolled around the back. You can see the shaping with my ball tool and glued them together. Put that one on, and then I can pop that under here. So this is why I didn't know where I wanted that filigree and that leaf to go yet, because until you put them all on, sometimes it's quite hard to tell. There we go. Let's make sure that that is there. Okay, so now I've got some other little bits and pieces. I've got, can you see? I've got some holly and some ivy. And the other thing I've actually got is this little foliage bit. I might just pop that under there. That's looking quite That might be a bit too much there. Right, let's go there. That's better. Let's put a bit of glue on here. And I picked these on purpose because I want to get my silver, what do you call it? Like not gems, pearl drops, that's the one. So I'm going to get the holly and just give it a little bit of a shape. Little bit of glue on the back. But doesn't the holly look amazing in the silver? Now you can see why I've glued that one down. I could have done with that a little bit further out. This is why I like to use, sometimes when I have the choice, I like to use the 3D glue because I can keep moving stuff. But never mind, it's stuck down now. I am loving the ivy in the magnetic, not magnetic. What's the word? Oh dear, it's been a busy week at work. It's not magnetic. What is that? Metallic. Wow. I don't know where that word disappeared to, but it wasn't in my vocabulary for a few minutes then. Wowzers. I totally lost that word. There we go. And I'm just popping these in. And I know I said my initial thought was clean and simple, and this clearly isn't clean and simple because look at how much I'm putting on here. But I am absolutely loving the effect. Sometimes you just want the white. I'm thinking my next Christmas project has to be made with some star dies. You know, snowflake dies, sorry. Because I haven't done any snowflake ones yet. And I love a really good snowflake. So let's just pop that one just there. I've only got the larger ones left. And we can take that one. And I think for sticking bits, that will do. So all I'm going to do, let's see if I can find my silver pearl drops. Yep, I found these. I've just tested them quickly, so that works. And all I'm going to do is, and I've got 2 dots in them, I'm just going to pop one little on the end of each one of those, and that will then dry lovely and shiny. If you haven't got pearl drops like this, then you could just put a little gem on the end, but I just think that is sort of a really lovely effect. I've done them all as ones. I could have done multiples on some of those. On there, just like that, all the way around there, just like that. If you wanted to, you can even put some inside some of the holly, or not in the holly and just do it elsewhere. But now I've started that, that's what I'll do. I'll just do a couple of the little bits of holly just to show how you can add in those pearl ones just like that. And then I can even put a couple down here where there is none, just to add that. And I think, let's just do a couple on there, and that will do. And to say my brief in my own head, obviously, because that's the only person I have to create a brief for, was a clean and simple white with a hint of silver Christmas card. Maybe I haven't hit that brief, but wow, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I am loving that. Really, really chuffed with how that has come out. I hope you like that. I've whizzed through sort of the decorating and everything. My whole point was I wanted to show you how to do that heat embossed embossing folder background, that letterpress, heat embossed letterpress. Is that what would call it? I think that's what we're going to call it now. So I hope you like that. And stay tuned. I might have another Christmas one up my sleeve. I have to think. Hopefully I will. Yeah, please let me know what you think. And I'd love to know how far on you are with your Christmas projects. Are yours nearly done? Are you still at the thinking stage? Are you at the I can't think about Christmas yet stage, which is where I was until a few days ago. My daughter's birthday is the 12th of October, so I don't even think about Christmas, apart from Christmas in July, because that's different, until after then. But having said that, I've still not done anything for Christmas. So there we go. I hope you like that. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe link, and don't forget to click on any of the links down below, because they really, really do help me. So until next time, my friends, I hope you enjoy your crafting. You take care. You stay safe. Don't forget to click on that link, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.